So welcome back. So we are working the same as what we've done on the other side. So I'm just bringing the hair straight up. I'm not rounding, I'm point cutting into the hair. I'm taking out that weight and giving it texture at the same time. Like I said, there's not much really coming off because obviously it's not long been done. So this is basically just sort of like a top-up appointment really. And also my client, which is my partner, wanted a different look of colour and a little bit of a different style with the cut. So again, I'm just working back now. Just making sure I've got everything. Okay, so I've just taken 1/2 inch off, so you can see it's a lot shorter here and then it gets longer towards the front. So when my client styles it, it's that nice long bit of hair at the front and really cut short towards the crown and obviously around the sides and back. So you can see now, just need to sort of soften this out a little bit. So obviously where the clipper work is and the hair on top, we just need to soften this line. So what I'll do, I'm just going to go in with my thinning scissors and just soften out that line, okay? So again with the comb and then just go in with your thinning scissors. Again, each client's going to be different hair types, the thickness and everything like that. So just really just use your eyes on this one because everyone's going to be different. But what I'm looking for is that nice seamless blend from the clipper work into the hair on the top. So you can see the difference already. I'm using obviously my camera as my mirror as well. Okay, that down for me. And always make sure your client's head is where you want it. So don't be afraid to ask your client to move the head in different directions, because obviously, especially with blonde, like the light is going to look different. So you want to see it from all angles. What a difference, because before it was the lived-in look, so it's a lot darker at the root and lighter on the ends. So with that colour technique, how to apply and that, this is going to make sure you're going to get a real nice even blonde result all the way through. Right, I'm just going to go in with my scissors. So I'm just going to work my scissor over comb again. So this bit really takes the time. So you don't want to rush, you just want to take your time because you just want that seamless blend from the clipper work into the hair on top. Can you see it's a lot shorter here and then it's getting longer towards that front section. But it's a real nice seamless blend. There's no lines, there's no heavy weight lines that you can see. So it's all sitting in really nicely. Okay, so I'm happy with that. That's looking really, really nice. So I just want to add a little bit more texture just through the top section. So I'm just going to take my same section pattern, what I just previously done, and I'm going to get my thinning scissors and I want to go real deep in with the thinning scissors, and that's just going to give it a bit more texture. If you're doing a client and their hair's a lot shorter than my client's hair and you can't really sort of get your fingers in, use your comb, okay? Put the comb flat onto the root and then the hair will lift up and you can go in a lot deeper like that, okay? So I can do this now. I don't really need to use my fingers, but it's a real good technique if the client's hair is a lot shorter. So just get your comb in at the root and just push the hair back and just go in with the thinning scissors. So not only that I want to give texture on the end, I just want to take a bit more of that bulk out through the whole hair. So that's why I'm going a lot deeper. As the hair's drying off, you can really see that nice blonde. And you know, just ask your client, does that feel alright? Do you feel that's enough out? And they'll say yes, it feels good, or maybe a little bit more. So don't be afraid to always ask your client. But obviously my client's my partner, so I've done this hair for years, so I know what he likes. Isn't that right, Sam?
It is.
Obviously, if your client isn't having like a skin fade or anything like that, the hair will be a lot longer, obviously, like round the ears. So you get your neck trimmers and you'll literally just tidy up all around the hair, round the ears, sorry, and round the hairline. But I don't need to do that because my client's had as like a skin fade, which is 0. So it's all nice and tight in already. And that's it. That is the haircut done. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to dry it all off now. Beforehand, I'm just going to pop in, because it's been coloured, I'm just going to use a little bit of oil just through the hair. And with the oil that I'm using, it's also got like heat protection and everything like that. So it just really makes sure that the hair's protected. But look at that colour. That is amazing. And that is it wet as well, so. And that's just by doing that one application. So hope you've picked up some great tips. And yeah, I'm just gonna dry it off now and put a little bit of gel in. There's my hairdryer. So again, when I'm drying the hair, I like to dry the hair as the client would style. So I'm just gonna plug the hairdryer in now. You can use a brush, you can use a comb, but because the clients had pre-lightener on their scalp, it could be a little bit sensitive. So I don't want to be getting the brush in and knocking the scalp. So I'm just going to be using my fingers. Right, so my client's hair's all dried off. So I'm just gonna scan the hair before I put any product in, just in case if there's any bits of hair that I need to sort of like take out. So don't be afraid, like when you finish like the haircut and you've dried it and you think, oh god, I can't go back in now. You know, you can always take like hair off before you put any product in. So always just make sure that you just check it all over. See what I'm doing, just running my fingers through, just seeing how it feels, if it needs any more weight out taken here or out here. But it all feels really, really good. The only thing that I might do now, just round this top perimeter line, is just go get in again with my thinning scissors and just soften out any lines. To be honest, there's not much, but I'm such a perfectionist that I'm just like, oh, I've got to take a little bit out there. Even if it's just a little bit will make such a difference. See, I'm happy with that. I know it's not a lot, but I'm happy with that. So all I'm gonna do now is just pop a little bit of gel in. Now my client does normally straighten hair, but because it's been pre-lightened, I always advise just to stay away from the straighteners for at least like a couple of days, just let the hair settle down. It's not gonna do much to the hair if you put the straighteners on, but I just feel like the hair's been through so much today, like just leave it a couple of days, just let it settle down, and then you can still do what you normally would do. I'm not saying you can't straighten or anything like that, but for me, I just feel like the hair's gone through a fair bit, because obviously a pre-lightener is a lot stronger than the tint. So yeah, just try and avoid it for a couple of days, just so the hair settles down. I'm just popping a little bit of gel in, really rubbing it through my fingers, so it's all distributed through the hands, so it's all gone, but you can still feel it. And then I like to work the product in like an S motion. So that's gonna work it from the brain and then to the ends, okay? So we just do that first of all the way through. So it just gets the product all nicely even all the way through. And then we can just style out. I'm just going to pop a little bit of hairspray on. And there we have it. So, just turn your head slightly towards camera. Look at that colour. Nice. So yeah, so hopefully you've picked up some great tips and everything, and yeah, so that is the tutorial for today, and I'm so pleased with the colour. It's come out really nice. Let me just bring you down. Look at that colour. Nice and shiny. So yeah. So again, I hope you've picked up some great tips, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.